We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler?
Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Maybe she's overworked.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers.
Ah, there it is.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Shouldn't you get back to work then?
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your hands.
Could you go to Julian Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
Lives are at stake.
We're saved.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Oh my god, these three.
Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
That all depends on you.
You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Julian Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land. Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year.
That's a little bit sad, dude.
Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear
Wait,
of
hold
it.
up. Baby Ganyu? Now that's a good topic.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Really?
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, one will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain.
Wow.
But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Julian Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Juyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Juyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.